Okay, so yeah, we have a few stuff to do today. I'm looking at the long-term investments to add into it. We're looking at NQ as we are inside of this huge 5 minute, 15 minute, 30 minute, 1 hour bullish rally up that we created on Friday. All right, guys. So we definitely have a few stuff to start the week, hopefully in a good way. But yeah, let me go ahead and make sure I have everything ready, set up and ready here. That the stream is looking good. Okay, yep, everything's looking good here. But yeah, is Trump speaking? I don't know. Let me see. It seems like he is. Trump asked what's going on with South Korea. Okay, no, it doesn't really seem like he's speaking. He's probably just rambling me about something, but um, we'll see. We'll see how that goes for sure. Hopefully, Trump doesn't really run his mouth too much this week because you already know how that's gonna go in most cases. But yeah, for the most part, guys, I'm looking to see if I can add into my BTI position soon. I have that open on the phone. I have it over on the side. I'm gonna see if I can get the bottom soon. I'm obviously gonna wait for the market to try to recover before I add. I don't want to try to catch the bottom here. But for today and for tomorrow, I am definitely interested in adding 10,000 today and 10,000 tomorrow to add into the dividends for my BTI investment. But from the looks of it, guys, let me check some. Okay, so yeah, we do have that 1 minute. I figured. But guys, from the looks of it, let me see something. Hold up, guys. Give me 1 second here. Because we're looking pumping up right now. We did take out that London low. We are pumping up, and we have that 1 minute gap that we're currently inside of. So we could probably get a quick trade into that. Coming into market open. Because I was looking at that. I wanted to see something interesting like that coming into market open with that London low. So let's see what we can work with. Because I want to look for something that might look like this, for example. So if we get an entry around 496, it would look like this. And then we would just use like a 30-point stop. Wait, my chart running that way. That's what I was saying. So we can do something like, hold up. Yeah, we can for sure look for something like that. Let me see. Because yeah, now that buyers are really stepping in with what seems like a lot of aggression, we could definitely get something working with this 1 minute inverse. Let me like remark it out here because it probably glitched out. There you go. So let me remark this up here quick. If you could look for something like that. And yeah, that 5 minute is flipping. Damn, it's already 37. Damn, okay. Guys, I'm gonna hold on. Let me, dude. My cat is at the door, bro. She wants to get in. She's like meowing like crazy. But I know the second I lay my eyes off the screen, we're gonna pump up like crazy. It's gonna make me get a late entry, so she can wait a minute. But yeah, guys, I want to look to see if we can take longs off this inverse. That's mainly what I'm looking for right now. So just have the buy button ready, just in case. We're looking pumping up right now. All right, guys, I'm in longs. I like the way we're holding above that inverse on the 1 minute. I got filled at 500, 23,500. I actually wanted that fill as well. 23,500. All right, guys, let me go. Hold on. Let me alert this and open the door real quick. All right, I'll be back. Hold up. I'm back. Bro, she was meowing. She just left, bro. Whatever. Anyways, guys. So for those wondering as to why I'm possibly looking for longs so early into market open, it's mainly because looking at the open today, we don't really have too much to work with to the downside. Obviously you guys know not yesterday, my bad. The day or not the day before, Friday. Friday is what I'm trying to say. On Friday, the market ended up. Hold up. Oh, that's why I don't see it. That's what I was saying. There you go. Hold up. Anyways, so guys, on Friday, the market pumped up due to Powell speaking, causing this insane pump up to the upside. Pretty much causing us, since we pumped up over 300 points without a single pullback, it's very, very hard to read where the market wants to pull back and where the liquidity is at least nearby. So what I was doing this morning is I marked out the only nearby low, which is this London low right over here. I marked out this low right here. Since if you guys look at the chart right here, we have nothing to work with until 205, and we're trading at the 500s. All right, guys. So literally the only level of liquidity that we have to work with is this 462 level. Now that we took out this 462 level, on this lower time frame, like the 1 minute, and the 5 minute, we can see that we took out this level and we instantly swept back up with a lot of buying aggression, right? Causing me to obviously be bullish since we took out the only level of liquidity to the downside nearby, right? Obviously, if we seek lower, then we're probably just gonna be bearish literally all day long, all right? So what I wanna see here is I wanna see us obviously try to hold up above this thing. Keep in mind, price is a little bit volatile right now. So if we do have to work with a re-entry, typically we always do. But obviously the market just opened up. So what I want to see is I just want to see if price is able to hold above this level of liquidity. And if we're able to hold above it, obviously we'll remain bullish. And if price can hold above this 1 minute inverse, we can remain bullish until at least at London high. All right. But in my opinion, I'm pretty much bullish for this morning, at least for now, because we just don't have anything else to work with to the downside. Because if we sell off and we hold below this London low, there's literally nothing stopping us from going lower into like 205. All right. So we'll see how that goes for sure. But like I said, since we are taking a trade off market open, obviously price could be a little bit volatile, and we can expect some drawdown here and there and some pullbacks because obviously that's just how price moves off open. All right. So yeah, we'll see how that goes for sure. Now I'm just hoping that we don't get a slow start to the week with the Monday being a little bit choppy. I do believe that we have new home sales today at 10. So we'll see how that goes for sure. But yeah, we'll see how this holds. Like I said, if I have to find a re-entry, typically that's what we've been doing recently. And I don't really have an issue doing that. But we'll see how this holds. Now, ES, on the other hand, it has not taken out any levels of liquidity. So I will say, though, ES has not taken out that London low either. So if we do sell off, maybe that will be the reason as to why. But right now, we're currently holding this up pretty well. So yeah, we'll see. Like I said, since we are taking the trade in the first 10 minutes of market open, it could get a little bit volatile. Hold on, my cat's getting in the way. There you go. But yeah, let's see how this 1 minute holds up. Now let me check out ES. Nothing crazy really happening here as to from what I'm seeing. We just need that 1 minute to really hold above there. We were holding it good just a second ago, but let's see if buyers can come back. And like I said, once again, for the people tuning in, if you guys took the alert, if I have to re-enter, I am pretty bullish as long as we obviously hold above the level of liquidity. If I do have to re-enter, just because we're taking it off open and the price is really volatile, I'm actually really fine doing so. Just because my bias will obviously still remain bullish, even if we hit the stop loss or not. But if anything, I'll probably just wait like 15 more minutes before, if, worst case, we hit that stop. I will wait. Oh, wait, I got to put out that live on YouTube. I will wait 15 more minutes to see the new home sales coming out, because we do have new home sales coming out at 10, like I said. So obviously keep that in mind. All right, guys. But yeah, let me go ahead and put out that I'm live over here. Give me 1 sec over here, guys. Okay, there you go. Again, yes, it seems like it wants to seek higher. It's breaking above new highs, which is a good thing. Now, it's a good thing to a certain extent, because if ES is going to be the one that's leading today, right, and ES shoots up into this London high, you guys remember what happened on Thursday, right? ES took out the high and NQ didn't, and it was kind of like the trade worked out, but it wasn't as like clean as we wanted it to. All right, so hopefully we can at least pump up past the high of day today, right here above 520. And if we can see maybe like 525, maybe 530, I'll take some scales out of my contracts there and just hold that trade until, and yeah, mainly just take most scales out since ES might hit that London high as well. But yeah, so I'll definitely keep this on watch just in case. Right there. But let's see. Let me kind of move this over to the side here. It's kind of distracting me. There you go. But yeah, from the looks of it, yeah, I'm still pretty bullish. It's just price right now. It's a little bit, unstable. And NQ seems like it's setting off like crazy, although ES is holding up. So if I have to find a re-entry, I would kind of have to. Because like I said, I'm bullish, and it seems like ES does want that London high. Let's see if we can hold it up. Okay, ES is holding bullish here. Now, the only issue is if we're going to find a re-entry, and if we're going to have to work with a re-entry, we can't have ES take out that London high, because it would just make things a lot harder to trade, just because the bias can get a little bit mixed up, right? Obviously, with ES taking out the high, NQ doesn't take out the high, you already know the deal. So let's see how this one goes. Okay, yeah, I got stopped out on that one for now. But I'm not really too worried about it, because like I said, in 15 minutes, new home sales does come out. So if I do have to find a re-entry off the same fair value gap, I definitely will. Let me hold up. Once. Raising on the Let me see, because now we're holding below the London low again. So I'm gonna see how we hold above it, and I'm gonna try to work with re-entry, because I'm still bullish. Obviously, as long as we still hold above this level of liquidity. But yeah, let me go ahead and put out that. I got to stop for now, but I'm still looking for a re-entry here. Hold up, because yeah, the chart still seems bullish. Hold up, and we're pumping back up again. I'm gonna try to wait till 10 a.m. But obviously, the buying pressure comes in stronger, then I'll just anticipate the move there. But yeah, let me see what I can do here. Hold up. Like I said, guys, I'll be open to the re-entry as long as ES does not take out this high. That's the only thing I'm looking for. Because if ES doesn't take out that high and NQ wants higher, obviously we'll pump on both. But if NQ just sits here, kind of like trying to sell off, while ES pumps up and takes out the high, it will just ruin the whole bias. I'm gonna give the market some time to do its thing real quick. In the meantime, let me check out BTCI, because it is holding down here at where I want to enter, and Bitcoin is selling off a little bit more here. So I'm gonna give it some time for it to recover, and we go from there. Yeah, so what, like 12 more minutes till new home sales comes out, so I'll just wait on that real quick. Now, if we get an entry around here and we see PT1, that would be 40 points. Okay, perfect. Yeah, notice how, guys, notice how we're still holding above that London low. So we're sweeping it. It does seem bullish. I do believe we're going to seek higher throughout the day, or at least throughout the morning. But I kind of want price to hold below this gap, this 1 minute gap, for the next 10 minutes. But yeah, no, buyers are stepping in. Like I said, if I have to answer beforehand and anticipate it, if buyers are looking really, really strong, then so be it. I'll do that as well. Because last time new home sales came out, it didn't really pump the market. It gave it more of a direction. Let me see what we could do here. I would say if price can hold above like 495 to 500, then I would just re-enter again. It'll pretty much be the same entry. I just want to work around that area. But right now, guys, looking at the 5 minute, it's a little bit like Christmas lights. So obviously, I'm trying to see some more like stable. The market's being more stable. See if we can enter this, because if we enter off, obviously off the chop of it going up, down, up, down, up, down, obviously we're gonna get stop hunted. So if we can get like red to green flips constantly, then we should be good off that. And I'm not gonna lie, looking at the charts for today, guys, taking shorts today will be honestly very, very hard. I don't think I'm gonna look to take shorts anytime soon today. And for a few reasons. One, we don't have, like I said, we don't have any liquidity below. The whole reason as to why I'm so bullish today or this morning is mainly because of the way we took out the London low, and it's literally the only low that we have to work with, possibly for the entire day today. If you look at the charts once again, guys, we have nothing. We have nothing until 205, and we're trading at the 500s. All right, so yeah, definitely, I'm not expecting any lower. Or if we do expect lower, I don't have any targets. Is what I'm trying to say. And we also have that huge multi-time, literally a fair value gap on every time frame that can hold us from going any lower as well. So the whole reason as to why I'm bullish, London low sweep, buying pressure was kicking in, and we're also holding that bullish fair value gap. But we're honestly pumping up quite a bit here, and we got a red to green flip as well. So let me see what I can work with. I really do want to wait for that news to come out though. So hopefully price kind of slows down around this range for some time. But if not, then obviously I'll just anticipate it and just trade into it. And for the second entry, I'll probably just, if I do end up bidding, I'll probably just do like a 30-point stop instead. BTC looks like it's starting to recover. I'm gonna look at it on a higher time frame. Yeah, we did gap down like I was expecting yesterday. I did tell you guys this in the channel. I just want to see some nice recovery candles on Bitcoin so I can enter into that as well. I have it here open on my phone. Just wait. And then on the smaller time frame, we also have that the MSS as well forming right here. We just need price to be more stable and hold this actually. All right, about 6 more minutes till new home. Let me make sure that home sales is even coming out today. I remember seeing it that it was coming out. Forex Factory, yeah, new home sales coming out. USD at 5 minutes. But that's so. Didn't we have home sales last week? Oh, existing home sales. Okay, so it's two different things. Got it. I was gonna say. Let's see if we can hold this flip. It seems like NQ is picking up a little bit more buying pressure, which is always a good thing. So yeah, if ES wants to target that London high, obviously NQ should pump up even more than ES into the upside liquidity, which would be these 4 levels. All right, 5 more minutes till home sales comes out. I'm not gonna lie, we're probably gonna have to get an entry beforehand from the looks of it. Sellers are losing a little bit of momentum here as well, from the at least on the 5 minute time frame. We're getting a lot more more buying wicks. So yeah, we're probably gonna hold above this inverse very soon. So if anything, guys, be ready. We're just gonna anticipate it. So if that's gonna be the case, I mean, unless you guys want to wait till 10 as well, you guys can always do that. But for me, if I have to enter now, I just want to get that really good entry into that price target. Yo, wait, what? Did my chart freeze? Hello, we're pumping up. What the hell? Yo, I just looked over at my trade. Hold up, guys. Let me see if I can find an entry then. Oh shit. I didn't even notice. Fuck me, bro. Hold up. I'm not gonna lie, I might want to wait those 3 minutes out. The price just looks way too strong. I'm gonna have to anticipate it. Yeah, I'm in these guys. I'm in longs. I'm just gonna move my stops to 30 points, so it'll be at the bottom of the fair value gap instead. Dude, TradingView just fucked me over in the biggest way possible. Why did the chart freeze? I was looking at it. I'm like, yo, why is price getting so slow? And I look, and it's like, yo, I don't know if this entry is gonna mess me up. I mean, what the hell? Honestly, I'll just move my stop loss to 40. I didn't want to have a 40 stop, but with buyer stepping in, we'll see. But bro, TradingView just messed. Did you guys see that? I don't know if you guys were looking at my screen share. My whole chart just completely froze. And I was looking at my TradingView. I'm like, yo, and that she was pumping up. What are the chances, bro? I mean, it's a 10-point leader entry. It's not the biggest deal in the world, but I definitely want to get something better for sure. But yeah, for those wondering, for those that haven't entered yet, if you guys want to wait for news to come out and you guys are totally fine getting a late entry, you guys could wait for new home sales to come out as well. But for me, I'm just gonna anticipate it and just trade, going into it and see how that goes. Because for right now, at least, all of the confirmations coming in looks pretty nice, I would say. And I would say if we could break above this high, that'll be even better. All right, guys, new home sales is coming out. Oh, right now. Yep. So we can get here. Oof. There we go, man. There we go, guys. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful move, man. There's PT, guys. There it is, guys. There it is. 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 Oof. Nice, baby. Guys, hopefully you guys, if you guys are green or want to scale out there, obviously it is a price target there. All right, guys. There it is. ES just hit that London high. Beautiful move there, guys. If you guys want to scale out, obviously go ahead and do so. It's your trade as well. All right, guys. And if you guys want, you can start moving your stop loss way up. All right, so yeah, PT1 here. There we go. Beautiful move there. So yeah, if you guys, obviously, like I said, if you guys want to take some skills out there, go ahead. All right, guys. Did home sales already come out completely? Let me check. Hold up. Forex Factory. Yeah, home sales came out bullish, it seems like. So we'll see how this holds. But yeah. Did you guys manage to get skills off there? Eval passed. Fresh done eval for today. Nice, guys. Nice, nice, nice. That's quick start save my ass so fast. Nice, bro. I wasn't able to get any skills, but I'm gonna hold for myself. Don't worry about me. Hopefully you guys were able to get your skills on that for sure, though. Very nice move on that for sure. No, I know. I'm gonna try to get it on the next one, Uzi. I was too busy learning the thing. You never got stopped out, bro. What was your stop loss, bro? Fully out 1300. Nice. Didn't trim me yet? Yeah, me neither. I'm gonna try to get it on the next one. I'm opening up my size. I talked about it on Friday or on Thursday. Trading view froze, dude. Yeah, my trading view froze as well. Okay, so now that ES took out that London high, hopefully we don't get weak around here because I do want to see a little bit higher so I can get my skill out. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I want to look to get into BTCI as well, so I have this chart open as well. But yeah, guys, we hit that price target nice. So once again, guys, it's gonna be one of these days where the second entry yet again comes in play. I don't understand it. Yeah, I'm opening up my size on these accounts because I do want to aim for a bigger payout. So I'm trying to work towards it. For sure. I talked about it on Thursday. Because on Thursday I started upping up my size as well to 15 and 20 as well. I built up the drawdown. I've always done 10, but I want to start moving over to 15 and 20 so I can make a little bit more. So because I'm working towards a big payout. So I might not request for some time, but it's gonna be worth it, hopefully. Still on 10? No, I'm still on 10. Most of it. I was on 800 now. You recommend coming back tomorrow or re-entering now? No, I wouldn't re-enter on this trade just because we already hit the price target. If you're in, I would obviously hold it and move your stop loss. But yeah, if you already took profits, you're done. What's the max payout you can request? Okay, so after you request 6 payouts on your account, you can practically request anything that you want. So I'm trying to request something really big so I can, I'm trying to do something. But yeah. What about for those first 6? Okay, so it depends on the account that you have. If you have a 50K account, it's a $2,000 payout max. If you have a 25K, it's 1,500, and I think it goes up by the 500. I think. But I do know that for the 25K accounts, you can only request 1,500, and for the 50K accounts, you can only request 2,000. But I have hiccups. You can only request 2,000 for the first 6 payouts, and then anything after that, you can pretty much request anything that you want. You can request the whole account if you want. Obviously, you won't have drawdown anymore, but you know. But yeah, by the way, guys, how are you guys doing on this trade? Did you guys make everything back? I saw a lot of you guys pass your accounts. How'd you guys do on that one? By the way, I didn't have the chat open for most of the trade. I was really locked in. Your break even of 400. Nice, guys. And I'm not gonna say anything about the first entry. It was pretty good. I did like it for myself, but obviously it just didn't want to hold for the first time. But we managed to make it work for the second try, so it's all good. But yeah, guys, we're pretty much back at the trimming point. So if you guys haven't already scaled out, guys, make sure you guys do so, man. But yeah, for me, the buying pressure is kicking in very, very strong, and ES is not doing anything, which is a good sign. Because if NQ is pumping up like this, if ES can reverse and start pumping up again, oof, NQ will literally rip. All right, guys. But yeah, we're doing good right now. We're doing good. So yeah, if you guys haven't scaled out already, man, please press that button. All right, guys. Obviously, manage your own trade. If you guys don't want to press the button, then obviously it's up to you. But obviously, I would suggest to do so as we are taking out new highs. All right, guys. So please press the button. All right, guys, and obviously move that stop loss as we go. All right, guys. I can't even request a payout. 67,000, dude. It's probably because you probably broke that 30% rule, bro. David, just about your okay, bro. Try to uncancel it. I have to pause it on my end because what tends to happen, guys, for the people that bought lifetime over the weekend. Which, by the way, thank you so much for the support and everything. If you guys want to stay here for life, but guys, if you guys bought lifetime over the weekend, what tends to happen is the bot from WAP, it reads 2 subscriptions at once. So if your monthly or 3 months expires, even though you have lifetime, it's the actions from that monthly, it's still going to be performed on the bot, meaning that it's probably going to take away your monthly and you have to DM me and have to reapply, and it's a whole big deal. So if you guys can, do me a huge, if you guys bought lifetime over the weekend, do me a huge favor and resume it and DM me your email so I can pause it on my end, and it'll be paused forever pretty much. All right, so you guys don't have to worry about the bot taking away your rolls anytime. All right, for each account, yes, I did. Like I said, I'm trying to work towards a way bigger payout. I've been building up my drawdown for some time now, and I can afford quite a bit. So yeah, bro. By the way, guys, did you guys scale? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat if you guys, dude, Northern. I just saw, bro. You passed your account, bro. Let me give you that funded roll, bro. Nice. Congrats on your funded. You're sending me out scale, bro. I know I should probably scale as well. The thing is, if I scaled out most here, I just won't make too much profits on that one. On this, let me check out ES. I'll scale based on how ES is looking here. If anything, just trade or stop. I mean, it wouldn't be too bad. How does drawdown work on PAs again? I'll explain in a second. Let me focus on this skill real quick. Your break even, nice. Okay, so pretty much what tends to happen, Nathan, is on a PA account, you still have a trading drawdown. Which, hold on, I know it sounds annoying, but let me get to the point. On a PA account, after you surpass, on a 50K account is what I know because this is the one that I use. On a 50K account, once you surpass $52,600 on the account. So once the millisecond the account goes above 52,600, what's gonna happen is your trading drawdown is gonna freeze at $50,100. All right, that means once it's frozen, it doesn't matter if you make profit, if you lose profit, that drawdown will never move a single decimal. All right, so as long as the account never goes below 50,100, you're good. So you can literally have 50,000. You can make $20,000 on the account, meaning that the account is at $70,000. That means that you have $20,000 worth of drawdown. Obviously, the more drawdown you have, the more you can size, which is exactly what I'm doing. All right, guys. Yeah, for me, I'm gonna take most skills out here. Oh, and I didn't have enough time. Oh, here's my cap. Oh no! Oh my, yo, bro, she just stepped on my phone, and it almost bought BTCI. Nah, Loki, we are ripping up on BTCI though. I should probably buy it. Hold up. All right, guys, I'm gonna start looking to add into BTCI onto my BTCI position, guys. Hold on, you guys are about to see me be a buyer here. Check this out, guys. But yeah, for my first 10,000, I'm gonna add here. But guys, look at this candle right here. Hold up. Look at this, guys. I'm about to be a buyer real quick. Wait, did my orders get filled? Price should spike into the 40s. Unless I didn't do anything. Oh yeah, no, I got filled. Okay. Oh, I guess I didn't do anything. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and take some skills out here on NQ. There you go. Beautiful. All right, we're back green on the day. But yeah, guys, I added 10,000 into BTCI. All right, guys. So now I went from holding 342 shares into now holding 510. And I want to add another 10,000 tomorrow if price can recover. All right, guys. I'm just go one more out here. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, no one should be red on this, guys. Is David talking? Hello, hello, hello. What's the stop loss for B? Oh no, dude, I don't do stop losses on long term. Because remember, I'm holding long term to get paid monthly through a difference. I'm not holding long term to make money from the stock itself. But yeah, guys, no one in here should be red on this trade. All right, guys, no one should be red. Although we got a late ass entry thanks to fucking trading view, but whatever. I'm gonna put out. Guys, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. It's getting to the point where I'm gonna start avoiding the first 30 minutes of market open. I promise you guys, it doesn't even surprise me anymore. Oh, by the way, guys, do your stop loss at break even now. All right, guys. I know we were trailing it up as we went, but do break even. Do break even as we go. All right, guys. Let me see. I move my stop loss to break even, and I'm holding higher. There we go. Yeah, no one should be red on this trade, guys. No one. And by the way, hold on. I'm gonna open up the chat in a second. Let me kind of like alert this real quick. Guys, real quick in the chat, guys, let me know. Type like a quick one or something. If you guys are like a yes or a thumbs up, if you guys understood the whole reasoning behind this trade and as to why I was so bullish coming to market open. It was actually really easy. Although I know the first trade didn't really what was I gonna say? Yeah, I completely lost my train of thought. Once again, guys, the whole reason for those that might have tuned in or whatever, guys, the whole reason as to why I've been so bullish off market open today is, once again, on Friday, guys, the market pumped up like crazy. And obviously, with such a big pump up like this, we don't have any pullbacks. And if the market doesn't have any pullbacks, that means we have zero liquidity anywhere, right? There's no big orders anywhere in here. All right, so what tends to happen? Well, when this tends to happen, guys, it makes it very, very hard to trade in the market, because if there's no liquidity, we don't know what the bottom will be, we don't know where the sweep will be, and we don't know where the market wants to go to. All right, guys. So what did I do today? Well, I noticed that today, as the market opened up, we set a London low right as we opened over at 23,462, right over here. Coming into market open, we instantly dumped down, took out this level, and instantly swept it back up. Now, here, for the people yesterday, because I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I was kind of debating and talking, I'm not gonna say arguing, but debating, right? I was talking to you guys yesterday because I did say that I'm going to start implementing the 1 minute time frame a lot more into my charts. I mean, you guys see what I have 2 charts here, right? Now, what I'm trying to say is, guys, okay, hear me out, right, guys? Hear me out. All right. On the 5 minute time frame, this is what I was explaining to you guys yesterday, and Bryce, I don't know if you're in here, but I was mainly talking to you yesterday. I'm not trying to call you out or anything. I'm just trying to like show you what I meant. All right. So look, on the 5 minute time frame, coming into market open, you guys see that we obviously didn't create any sort of a fair value gap. We created an imbalance, right over here, a 75-point imbalance, but we never ended up holding it up because the 5 minute time frame at the time was just too long for price to hold that fair value gap, right? But we do have an entry model, right? If you look at the 1 minute time frame, we have that same imbalance right over here. Same points, same look, same everything, just on the 1 minute time frame. Remember, all time frames are fractional, right? They're all the same thing. Just because you trade on the 1 minute or the 1 hour time frame doesn't mean that price will move any differently, right? It will just look a little bit different because obviously there's less or more candles, but price is the same exact, right? The same exact thing, right? So looking at the 5-minute time frame, you could see that coming to market open, we took out that London low and we instantly swept it, right? But we don't have an entry model. So even if that first entry would have worked out and we pumped up, we couldn't have entered because there's nothing to enter off of on the 5-minute time frame, right? So what do? You just take it down a notch, right? You go, instead of looking for an entry on the 5-minute, if there's none provided, you go over to the 1-minute and you will notice that the same exact bias, the same exact confirmation, the same exact entry is all here, but we actually have a valid entry. Do you get what I'm saying? So that's why today, guys, obviously the first entry and the second entry, they were the exact same. It was pretty much based off this 1-minute gap right over here. The first one held for about 12 points. I guess, I don't know if we took it too early. I want to see what the issue was behind this trade. But in terms of read, buys, and confirmations, we did everything correctly. We had the MSS, we had the inverse, we had buying pressure, we had the sweep, we had everything in our favor, right? Which is exactly why I was so bullish into market open and why I was considering re-entering so early. All right, guys. But yeah, let me see. What will be considered a valid fair value gap? The same exact thing, 40 plus points. Now, one thing I will say is, wait, hold up. One thing I will say is allow the fair value gaps on the 1-minute to have a little bit of room to breathe. Remember, guys, it's very, very hard to create a 40-point gap on the 1-minute time frame. All right. In fact, some days we don't even see that at all. All right. So if we, okay, let's say for example, right, we have a super perfect bias, right? We take out the lows, or the highs, we swept it, we have the MSS, and price is being aggressive into that next price target, but there's nothing on the 5-minute time frame, and we have something on the 1-minute time frame, right? And if you measure out that 1-minute candle, and let's say for example it's like 37 points, typically for me, I'm a very, very picky guy. So if it's even 39.75 points, I won't take it. But since it's on the 1-minute time frame, you could give it that extra, like you could let it slide. You get what I'm saying? Because obviously, guys, a 1-minute imbalance is a big deal, right? It's very hard to create because you know what it is for price to pump or dump 40 points in 1 minute? That's very, very hard, right? So even if we see 37, I'm going to say 37 the least. If we see like a 37-point candle, you could trade it on the 1-minute only, All right. Yeah. Plus or minus pretty much. Yeah. But if it's the 5-minute or above, always 40 plus points. I bet if it's on the 1-minute, you can always let it slide, 2 or 3 points. It's not a big deal because remember, you need to give it its room. It's a 1-minute candle, right? Like I said, even dumping or pumping 35 points itself in 1 minute is a big deal. All right. So keep that in mind, guys. By the way, we're about to hit PT2. So if you guys haven't scaled out already or haven't scaled out as much, make sure to do so around here. 1925 on the day. Guys, by the way, if you guys are green, before you guys get off, do me the huge favor. And by the way, everyone in here should be green or at least break even. All right, guys, this trade has gone way above our first stop loss with the same entry and everything. But yeah, everyone in here should be green. So if you guys are green, guys, go ahead and post your profits over in the profit channel. All right, guys, do me that huge favor. All right, David, can you input a footprint chart into your strat to get real volume? Okay, so I've been doing a little bit of backtesting into book maps. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's not like a huge need in the market. Like you don't need it. It's not like it's gonna like drastically change your trading style. For me, I've been backtesting on it, and I thought it would really work a lot better. But in my opinion, it's kind of like whatever. It's like any other strat. You know what I mean? It works sometimes, it doesn't work sometimes. You get the deal. You know what I mean? But yeah. Let me see something here. I got a message. But yeah, guys. Wait for news. Got a way worse entry. Yeah, no, I mean, we knew that was gonna, obviously if you're entering after news, price can get very volatile and obviously can pop up a lot more. How long have I been testing the? Okay, so I've been now that I've been testing the 1 minute. I've been testing the 1 minute for like maybe like a week now. Now you might be like, oh, but why do you like the 1 minute so much if you've been testing for a week? Like I said, guys, the time frames doesn't really affect how price moves. If you still have all of your confirmations on the higher time frame, the trade can still work out in your favor, right? All you're doing on the 1 minute is the same exact thing you do on the 5 minute, just on the 1 minute time frame. Right now, I've been back testing it for some time now. Looking through a lot of trades and everything, and I've been liking it, which is why I'm so open to not using the 1 minute. Like if you use the same strat to confirm the break with real volume via those charts, I guess I can work. like I said, it's not gonna make your strategy 100%. Um, but it's just a lot. You know what I mean? It's a lot because for me, I would have to add it onto the screen, and it's so much. So for me, I kind of just I just prefer trading off just candles. Oh, you sent it. Okay, perfect. I'll check it out right after the stream. All right, bro. I got you. I got you. No, no, don't. Helis. What's it called? DM your email so I can pause your sub. All right, because it's gonna cause a whole issue. All right, so let me just do it on my end, and I got you. All right, yet again, once again, guys, if you guys got the lifetime today or yesterday, whatever, once again, first thing as always, thank you for the support and everything. But guys, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, if you guys got lifetime, do not cancel your monthly or 3 month. DM me your email. I have to do it myself so it doesn't cause any issues. All right. Right now it's 60% off. Kushal, I think that's your name. All right, but I got you, bro. Can we take this 5 minute inverse if sellers hold? 5 minute inverse. Oh, yo, we might look. Yeah, man, I didn't even notice. I mean, we have a reason to inverse. Yeah, I mean, we don't really have a gap though. I don't think. Yeah, no, we don't have any gaps anywhere. I would be careful. I would be careful. Uzi. All right, price is getting. I'm not gonna say price is getting slow because it is moving pretty nice. I would say like 30 points, pretty nice. But in terms of setups, it's not the most promising. Is what I'm trying to say. Yo, come on now, bro. That's why I stopped trading as soon as, dude. Yeah, honestly, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Tomorrow, I'm going to try to start the live 30 minutes later because I feel like the mornings have just been so like the bias has been clear and everything, but the mornings have been so like unstable that it's just it's just flat out impossible whether you're bearish or bullish. You know what I mean? You could be bullish, I could be bullish, you could be bearish, and we'll both get stopped out. You know what I mean? Agreed? Yeah. Tomorrow I'm gonna try to do a 30 minute. I'm gonna try it out. I'm gonna try it out. I'm gonna try to do a 30 minute later stream to see if we can get a little bit more consistent with those entries. Because like I said, guys, the issue is not on our setups, right? The setups are working out. We're getting the same entry as always, and they're working out. It's just the first 15 to 20, maybe 25 minutes are just so unstable that, like I said, you could be bullish and I could be bearish, and we both trade against each other, and we will both get stopped out. You get what I'm saying? So we'll see. By the way, guys, I might just get fully out of this trade. But yeah, hopefully that makes sense to you guys. You gave me a while ago. I gotta check it out. You're probably in my request, bro. Look, this is. Let me check it out. If I let me see. Let me show you. Yeah, you're probably in my request because I have a lot to catch up on, so I haven't really seen it here. But yeah, I got you. I'm gonna catch up with all of them right now. I think ES really wants that low. Yeah, ES has not really been pumping. Or no, actually no, we took out that London high. So yeah, maybe it wants that low. By the way, guys, for the people in here doing long term, I added into BTCI. All right, guys, I added into BTCI. So I added 10,000 today. I'm gonna add another 10,000 because what I'm trying to do, guys, is I'm trying to multiply the monthly dividends from BTCI because right now I'm averaging about 480 to 500 every single month in passive income dividends. With a $20,000 investment, I'm trying to double it into 1,000 a month, and that would take about $40,000. All right, guys. So obviously, I know maybe not everyone has that money to put in, but what I'm trying to say is, if you guys put in, into some, if you guys want to do long term and you guys want to get some passive income dividends payments from BTCI because you guys have been asking me, I added more. So if you guys want to get in, I would say this pullback here with that recovery is a pretty nice confirmation. I'm not saying that this is going to be the bottom. That's the least of what I'm trying to say. But obviously, I'm trying to add into every pullback in the market. All right, guys, because I'm really trying to double that income. So if I can successfully add around here by tomorrow, because I'm gonna add another 10,000 today. If I can add around here, guys, the monthly payment for the month of September should be close to $1,000 from BTCI itself. All right, and that's every single month, as long as it performs good, of course, right? But yeah, I really want to get into it. So I'm using this pullback with Bitcoin. I'm sure you guys saw Bitcoin sold off over the weekend. I'm using this pullback right over here to really, to get in at a discounted price, so I don't have to worry about drawdown, and I get maximum growth and maximum dividends. All right, what app do I use? Webull, Robinhood works, Thinkorswim works, IBKR, any broker works. I mean, they all offer it. You know what I mean? It doesn't really matter what broker you use, but for me, I prefer Webull. I've always been a Webull user. All right. What would you say is the best to pull out of your investments? Okay, so good question. for me, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I don't get in my long-term investments to make money from the stock itself. Now, I'm currently up $13,000 from my growth from the time that I added till now into all of my long-term investments. Um, they're all green. $13,000 total. Now, does that mean I want to take profits? Sure, it might sound nice, but no, I'm not gonna sell anytime soon. Because guys, remember, I'm not. I'm a dividends investor. I'm not a growth investor. I'm not in Nvidia. I'm not in Apple. I'm not in any of these stuff. I'm in ETFs, right? Which means that for as long as I hold these investments, it could be for decades on end, right? As long as I hold these investments, every single month I'm going to be getting a passive income paycheck, not from the growth, but from the company itself. They're going to be paying me for holding onto their stock. This is called dividends investing. All right, guys. So if you invest 40K, you get 1K a month from BTCI. Yes. Well, for now, it obviously depends on how the stock performs. But if you guys have looked at the overall history of BTCI, they've been paying about $1.40 to $1.50 per share, which for me adds up to about 480 to 500 every single month with a $20,000 investment. So right now with this discount or this pullback, I want to call it discount that we're getting, I'm using this to double my position, to double that passive income. All right, guys. So that is my current plan behind BTCI. And if you guys look at this, check this out. So BTCI paid like a few days ago. Look, $1.41. Last month it was $1.47. Right. So it's pretty. You know what I mean? It's pretty consistent, I would say. So yeah, if you multiply that by however many or shares you're holding, obviously it will add up to that. Right. So right now my goal behind BTCI is average out about 1K a month. Right. By the end of tomorrow, pretty much. So yeah. So hopefully we don't pump up too much in the market on BTCI today. Like I said, I'm not trying to time the bottom. I'm just trying to average in. But yeah, I'm trying to get in $10,000 more on this price right here and add more into that position so I could double my holdings. All right, so yeah, BTCI by far one of my favorites. So GPQ or JEPQ and BTCI are my favorites. All right, guys, and we're about to break new highs once again on JPQ, guys. Look at this. For those that don't know, guys, we added onto JPQ all the way down here. So as everyone was selling, guys, and as the market was crashing, I added over $80,000 into this stock over here. And now I get paid about $1,000 every single month from JPQ. And I'm up like 13% on my investment because we added here and look at where we're at right now. All right, guys. So yeah, I'm trying to do the same thing over on BTCI. I'm not really adding onto BTCI for the entry, but I'm doing it for the dividends because JPQ pays about 40 to 60 cents a share every single month, while BTCI pays $1.40 to 50 every single month. Obviously, it's a lot more because BTCI is a lot more volatile. So if you guys are adding into BTCI, obviously it's a little bit more risky, I would say for sure, but it pays a lot more, right? So the risk reward is definitely there. Now for those wondering, oh, isn't there NAV erosion? No, actually, BTCI is a growth stock, right? So unlike MST, hold on, guys. Oh my god, my cat is sleeping on me, bro. I need water, bro. Let me kind of put her on the blanket real quick. Hey, wake up, wake up, wake up. Hold on. Let me put on the blanket because I need water, guys. My throat is getting super dry. I'll finish saying what I'm saying in just a minute because it's really important to my long-term investments in here. So yeah, give me a second. All right, let me go get water real quick, guys. Give me a second. In the meantime, guys, let me open up NQ. There you go. Because I'm still in. I'll be back. Yes. All right, guys, I'm back. Okay, I'm back. All right, so guys, once again, All right, guys, one second. So hear me out. All right, so with BTCI, guys, it's a growth stock, right? So obviously it has some NAV, right? Okay, so for those wondering how dividends works, right, hear me out. All right, guys, so pay attention here. All right, guys, hold on. I have a burp stock, bro. My bad, guys. Hold up. Or whatever. Anyways, so guys, the way ETFs work is okay. So sure, it might seem like it's all good, right? You get paid every month. It's a guaranteed payment. It's like real estate, right? A guaranteed payment. Or I don't think real estate is guaranteed, but you know, what I mean, people can miss months. But dividends. Okay, so hold on. Let me kind of take a step back. All right. So guys, the reason I love dividends so much is because I want to live off a monthly paycheck every single month without having to lay a single finger. My goal with all of the money that I make off trading and off everything is to put most of that money into my long-term investments so it can work for me while I sleep. Right? Because sure, right, you can make $1 million off trading and all that good stuff, but how long will that $1 million with liquid cash? How long will it last you? Do you think it will last you a lifetime? Do you think it will last you a few years, a few decades? Right? For me, I don't care about clothes. I promise you guys, I wear the same thing every single day to the point where my friends even ask me, like, dude, you wear the same thing every single time. Like, what the hell? I don't care about clothes. I don't care about shoes. I don't care about any of that stuff. Right? I don't spend money on that. I don't care about it. Right now, my main focus, guys, is to put most of my money into these long-term investments because what I could do is that money will kind of always sit there, right? If I can get really, really good fills on my entries and really, really good average downs on my entries and everything to the point where I never see drawdown on these long-term investments, I'm pretty much just getting a guaranteed paycheck every single month from these companies. Every single month, guys. Every single month, right? And what I'm trying to do, guys, is I'm trying to build up my portfolio so much to the point where I'm getting paid. I would be happy with 4 to 5K a month. I can make a really good living off 4 to 5K a month. All right. So the reason I like ETFs over real estate, because you guys might be wondering, okay, well, if you have so much money, like, well, over 6 figures invested, why don't you just do real estate? Guys, remember, real estate is not as passive. Oh, bro, peace out, bro. Peace out, peace out. Guys, remember, and yeah, BTCI does move based off Bitcoin, yes. But guys, real estate is not as passive as you guys think, right? Whether it's Section 8 or whatever it is, right? There's a lot of stuff, right? And we're talking clients calling you, or not clients, tenants calling you and issues piping, inspections, everything, right? I don't want to. That's a whole other stress on its own, right? It's a whole different business model, right? For me, I want to get to the point where I do something hard enough already, right? I can't have any other stress on me. If not, I'm literally gonna shave off years off my lifespan with all the stress that I have, right? So I think trading on its own is good enough. So what I'm trying to do is from the income from trading, I'm trying to put it into something completely passive. We're talking 100% passive. You buy into something and you forget about it for the next few years. You check your portfolio and you're up thousands, right? That's what I'm trying to get into, right? So that's how I found dividends. All right, now going into the stock itself. Why I like BTCI the most, guys, is mainly because okay. If you guys look at, let's say for example, right, MSTY, a beautiful dividends paying ETF, right? But look at this. Look at the daily time frame. It's slowly eroding to zero. Right now, why exactly is this happening? Well, guys, the way ETFs work is anytime a dividends payment is sent, right, from the company itself, whether, okay, so let's say for example, right, we get into BTCI, right? BTCI is currently at $60 and they just paid $1 per share on dividends for that month. What does happen? Well, guys, the way it works, the way this company is able to distribute that money to all of its investors is by taking out the money from the stock itself. So if they paid $1 per share to all of its investors, and the day before at close, BTCI was at $60 per share, the next day it's gonna open $1 down. Why? Because it took $1 off the stock price from all the market cap and everything to pay off its investors. All right. Now, what tends to happen when this happens is if the company pays off too much in dividends to the point where it can't recover for that month, right? It's gonna start slowly eroding every single month as it continues to pay off dividends. So MSTY, for example, right? At one point, it was at $46 a share, right? Notice how every single month or every single few days or every single candle on the daily time frame, it gaps down, 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 right? It's slowly eroding to zero because they're just paying too much in dividends, right? And they're paying too much, but they can't regain that value back into the what's called the stock itself. All right, guys. So this is a NAV erosion stock. So what are the pros and cons? The pros is you're making a lot of money in dividends every single month, but it doesn't make sense if the value of the stock or the value of your investment is going to zero. That pretty much means that you're making nothing. On paper, you're making money, but realistically, you're making nothing. All right. Now, if you look at a more growth focused ETF that still pays, with the NAV and everything, for example, JPQ, right? It pays me $1,000 every single month. Sure, every now and then it gets a gap down, right? For example, right? We pumped up, we gap down, 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 right? Why do we get these gap downs? Because guys, every single month, it's a dividend payment. But as long as the company is able to recover that payment shortly after, that means that you're still making money on your capital investment or your main investment with the growth investment from the shares itself. And you're also getting money from the passive income dividends payment as well. So you're getting paid in two separate ways, right? You're getting paid for the value of the stock going up from holding the shares, and you're also getting paid in the dividends that you're getting paid every single month. All right, guys. So when you guys are looking to get into these different investments, if you guys want to look to get an early retirement, make sure that you guys are investing into growth ETFs that also pay a very good amount. Now, you might be wondering, okay, what are some good ones? For me, my list, I have a pretty small list, but these are by far my favorites. Obviously, we have JPQ, very stable, growth, and pays very well. We have obviously BTCI, which I just added even more into, right? Because if you look at the daily time frame, check it out, guys, right? It's slowly growing back up, right? Look at this. We go up, we gap down, 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 right? Why does this happen? Because of the monthly dividend. It's completely normal. All right, guys. But as long as the stock is able to recover it right back up shortly after, that's a good stock. What's another one? SPYI, right? This one obviously follows the S&P 500, right? So if you guys ever wanted to invest into the S&P 500 and get monthly payments out of it, instead of entering into SPY, into the actual S&P 500, you guys will enter into SPYI, right? It grows as the S&P 500 does. Because look, if we compare the charts, look at this, guys, all right? Let's look at the last few days, right? It's red, red, green, green. And no, actually, let's look at this one, right? It's red, green, red, green, red, green, red, green, red, green, green, right? Let's look at SPY, right? Same exact chart. Red, green, red, green, red, green, red, green, 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 right? Same exact, guys, it literally follows the thing. But instead of you making money from the growth itself of the stock, which you'll still be making money from the growth, maybe not as much because obviously the price is literally cut into like a tenth of it. But you're going to be getting paid from the monthly dividend. So if you guys don't care about making money from the stock itself, right? And you guys just want to be getting a monthly paycheck, like a regular job, right? Like every month or whatever. If your job pays monthly, which there's jobs out there that do that, right? It's just like a job, but instead of you doing the work, you just lay down in bed, you live your life, you go out on vacation or whatever, and you're still having your money work for you. All right. And the good thing about it, guys, is you could do the drip method, right? So if you guys don't care about the money right now and you want to leave it in your portfolio, well, you could. Oh, yo, we're lucky pumping. Hold on. If you guys want to leave it in your portfolio, what you guys could do is you guys can just if you guys are getting paid $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 every single month, and you don't care about that money and you don't want it in your bank account, you just add it right back into more shares. The more shares you have, the more you make. It's a snowball effect, right, guys? So if you guys get a snowball and roll it down a hill, as there's more snow, it's gonna start piling up and create a way bigger snowball, right? It's called the snowball effect. Same thing goes in dividends, right? You start with, let's say, for example, $10,000. You get paid $1,000 every, for example, right? Example, you get paid $1,000 every single month. You don't need that money in your bank account, right? So you're not gonna withdraw it. So what you could do is instead of having that money sitting there and looking pretty, just reinvest it, right? So what was a $10,000 investment turns into $11,000. $11,000 can make you an extra $50 a month. That $50 a month can be added into more. That later on turns into $100, $200, $500, $1,000 more into your income. That's called the drip method. All right, guys. So there's a lot of ways to go around it. That's personally what I'm doing. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm lying. Because guys, for me, I'm making enough off dividends. I'm sure you guys know this, but a few like a month ago or two, I don't even know how long it's been, but I purchased my first ever property, which I'm living in right now. And the dividends pretty much takes care of now. Once I add into BTCI, the dividends will pretty much take care of the monthly payments for the property. So it's like, you know what I mean? Anything else that I make going forward, whether it's off trading or whatever, that's just, I don't know if you guys have ever watched Wolf of Wall Street, but it's fun coupons, right? That's what I call it, right? Because if the house is taken care of, the cars are paid for or whatever, everything else is kind of just enjoy. You get what I'm saying? You guys get what I'm saying? So right now, my goal is to try to put in as much money as I can into my investments to the point where I can live comfortably, go out to wherever I want, do whatever I want, and still get paid more than enough to take care of my life. You know, no, JEPQ. It's this one right here. This one right here, JEPQ. Wait, hold on. Let me kind of BTI. By the way, guys, we hit PT2. I didn't even notice. I've been so distracted, guys. I completely love talking about long term. But I got distracted, guys. We hit PT2. So if you guys want to take skills out there, obviously you guys can go ahead and do so. Wait, hold on. I was about to say. Let me put it out here. Give me a second, guys. Start looking to trail. All right, I'm gonna put out that PT2 got hit. Hold on, let me see something. All right, let me catch up with the chat. Let me see what you guys are saying. I got you, bro. As always, guys. And once again, guys, the reason I put out all of this information and the reason I tell you guys so much about long term, guys, is because to me it's a ticket to an early retirement, man. Guys, the sooner you start, because look, I get it. Not everyone has like a few thousand to invest or whatever, or maybe you do, right, guys? The amount that you have doesn't matter as long as you start now and you start slowly. Like if you guys put like 20% of your paychecks or whatever into it, guys, as the years go on, that income will start multiplying and it's gonna get to the point where you don't have to put a percent of your paychecks or whatever source of income you get. You don't have to put that anymore because if you keep your investing in dividends, it's just gonna keep multiplying. You get what I'm saying, guys? So you can have a few hundred, a few thousand or whatever. It's just what I'm trying to say is the sooner you start, the better, right? The sooner you start, every month you're just gonna start getting payments. And the reason I stress about it so much is because I want you guys to obviously make money from all of this. And any platform works. Cash. It could be Webull, Robinhood, whatever. But yeah, like I said, but the sooner you start, but I'm not trying to make it sound like it's some sort of a scheme trying to get you guys into it. You guys obviously don't have to do it if you guys don't want to. That's not what I'm trying to make it seem like. But what I'm trying to say is I'm obviously just trying to help you guys. Obviously, you guys are in here to follow my guidance, right? And follow what I do, right? Obviously, we're mainly a day trading group, but we're not here to spend that money on clubs or whatever, because obviously we're getting payouts and everything, right? I mean, hence the payout channel and the trades that we catch and everything, right? So we're making money, but we're not gonna be spending that money on clubs and cars and everything. Like we don't need that, or at least not right now, right? It'll come as it goes, right? But guys, I literally show you all the time because I want to help you guys, right? I know a lot of you guys have families, kids, or whatever, and this extra income can really help you guys out. And I tested it out for myself and I show you guys literally everything that I do, whether I'm red, green, paid out or whatever. I always show you guys, and this extra money can, whether you have kids or you need the money or whatever, this extra income, who would ever say no to more money? You get what I'm saying, guys? And I tested it out for myself. I've been doing it I've been investing into dividends since, since the third. So I've been doing dividends for 5 months, guys, and I've made about 7,000 so far. $7,000, and that's me slowly adding into it. So obviously, the more I add into my portfolio, the more I will make. All right, guys. So what I'm trying to say, guys, is all of my research I've done here, all of my reasoning as to how it works, why it works, what I like, why I like it, it's all here, guys. So if you guys ever want to have a read, and if you're ever a little bit skeptical, everything is here. And by the way, I also always show the payments that I get, and you might be wondering, oh, maybe that's Photoshop or whatever, or oh, maybe it's not real money, or what's the catch? No, guys, there's no catch, because look, I withdrew the last 3.5 months of payments from dividends right here. I withdrew it all. It's right in my bank account. So the money it's hard cash in my bank account. All right, guys, so what I'm trying to show you is this, it works. Like what I'm teaching you guys and what I'm showing you guys and the information that I'm giving out, it's literally paying out, right? So yeah, I'm not trying to make it sound like it's some scheme or whatever, because I get it. You know what I mean? It's just I want you guys to obviously succeed with me, right? It's the whole reason why it's how I built this community, right, guys? I don't want to make it seem like I'm the only one profiting and all that stuff. I obviously want you guys, and that's why I'm even putting out these messages here, man. I'm just trying to get you guys to start. You know what I mean? But yeah. Hopefully this little speech, kind of motivated you guys. But yeah, like always, I'll always show you guys my withdrawals. Everything is all from the payments, right? So yeah, and in fact, I actually got paid today from the BTCI, so I'm up right now on my settled cash. I'm up 500, so I'm gonna withdraw that as well and put that towards my mortgage. But yeah, I gotta withdraw that money. But yeah, so yeah, guys, hopefully, man, this motivates you guys, because it means a lot to me. You know what I mean? Like I'm all about investing and allowing you guys to. I want to see you guys win. You know what I mean? And I know there's a few of you guys in here making a few hundred a month from JEPQ when you guys got in with me, and bro, just seeing you guys win off that, man, it's amazing. You know what I mean? Because bro, who would ever say no to an extra $500 or extra few $100 or maybe even an extra $1,000 a month from anything for completely free, or maybe not for free, but you get what I'm trying to passive, for completely passive. I'm holding on to MSTY a little bit. I don't like about MSTY so much, bro. I don't really like that idea so much. It's just not stable. The NAV erosion on that is top level. Plus, why don't you don't reinvest in your dividends? Because okay, for me, my income comes from trading. So when I get a payout or whatever, it's a big income, right? And typically, obviously, I'm not gonna go out and spend $20,000 in a weekend, right? I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I probably still have the 20,000 left over from a payout that I requested like 7 months ago. Because I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I stay home most of the time. Like, sure, if you guys follow me on Instagram, you guys might see that I'm out every now and then. It might seem like living life. Look, man, I hate to break it to you guys, but social media is super fake. You know what I mean? Obviously, everyone always shows the good. You know what I mean? No one ever shows the bad. No one ever shows what they're going through. It's life. You know what I mean? People just want to make it seem like it's so yeah. But for me, guys, I'm not gonna ask you guys. I enjoy staying at home. You know what I mean? I have my games here. When I'm done trading, I just play my games and I just whatever. I might cook something up and that's it. You know what I mean? So for me, I don't really reinvest my dividends because, like I said, I bought a house, and the whole reason as to why I bought this house is because I felt ready, with the mortgage, right, with the monthly payments. And I get it. Trading can be very unstable, but keep in mind, trading is not really paying for the house. The dividends is, right? So you know what I mean? That's pretty much why and then whenever I feel like I want to reinvest or add more into my position, I'll simply just take out a portion of whatever payout I request, whether it's 5, 10, 20, or maybe even the full payout, 20,000, and I just put it in there. You know what I mean? Because I don't really reinvest my dividends so often. I only reinvest it when I see a major discount in the market. For example, BTCI, which is exactly why I added $10,000 with this dip right over here. And if you guys look at Bitcoin, you know what I mean, it looks like it's dipping, right? Obviously, I still believe in Bitcoin long term, which is exactly why I'm adding into BTCI and not planning on selling anytime soon. All right, guys. So yeah, I'm actually very excited about that. You know, but yeah. Let me see. Hey, bro, when you cop trading, if I want to enter, yeah, you would put 20. You would put 20. Yeah. Let me take off my shirt real quick. Oh shit, bro, my mic almost fucking flew off. There you go. Okay, but yeah, let me catch up with the chat. You don't think Bitcoin will crash eventually? I don't think it will crash. Or I don't know. I don't know if you mean crash to zero. Look, like I always say, the market has cycles, right? Sometimes we go up, sometimes we go down, sometimes we chop for like 1 or 2 months, right? It happens, right? But remember, we're in here to hold for, yeah, it's a digital, yeah. Now, I'm not here to debate whether you guys believe in Bitcoin or not. I've never been the biggest Bitcoin fan. I do believe it's very, very manipulated. I mean, let me show you guys, right? Literally on a Sunday, on a random Sunday, look at this. And I was looking online, and apparently some very big whale sold over $3 billion worth of Bitcoin and caused the markets to crash, right? So obviously anyone can manipulate the markets, right? So I don't believe in Bitcoin. Not that I don't believe it, I just don't like it as much. I've never liked crypto that much, but obviously you'd be dumb to not get into crypto, as it's literally becoming the future as we see it. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not here to debate. I'm not here to tell you guys that I believe in the dollar or I think the dollar is forever or whatever. No, but you guys have to follow the trend, right? Obviously, crypto has been one of the biggest things for the last few years, and obviously it's going to become a way bigger thing as the world gets used to or like normalizes Bitcoin, right? So obviously, I don't believe this is gonna be the top, but I don't believe that the market's only gonna go up. Obviously, it has cycles, it has pullbacks, it has, it's normal, right? But your job as an investor or day trader is, or not day trader, yeah, well, day trader, yeah, I guess, is I'm sure you heard of the saying, you don't buy high to sell low, you buy low to sell high, right? So for me as a long-term investor, I don't plan on selling anytime soon. Like I said, I'm using these funds over here to get a retirement, right? So I pretty much just use any major sell-off as an opportunity to buy in. I don't really like. No, what I mean by sell off is I don't mean like, oh, on the day time frame we have one red candle. No, I'm talking about like a big sell off. If you guys look at Bitcoin in the last few days, we have sold off pretty much $14,000, right? To me, that's a pretty nice, pullback, right? So I typically use these. I have these levels marked out. It's kind of like liquidity, right? It's like you can mark out this level, and so on as your levels of buy orders, right? And by the way, we are pumping up like crazy, guys. But yeah, I pretty much just use these buy orders to kind of just see like where the market wants my bounce from and all that stuff. Because remember, guys, Bitcoin and all these things, they're not really so fair value gap. Yo, guys, we're low-key pumping up. It's not like a fair value gap or anything. Bitcoin and everything, they work more based off supply and demand and support and resistance. It's one of those things, right? Now, I'm not here to talk strategy with you guys and tell you guys what works and what doesn't work. Obviously, supply and demand works like crazy, as I used to trade it a lot and it used to work like crazy. But each market, to each their own, right? Each market is different, right? NQ doesn't really follow supply and demand as respected, right? As Bitcoin, right? NQ is more of like an ICT type of market. You get what I'm saying? It's more like liquidity and fair value gaps and MSS and all these stuff, right? Or at least it seems like, right? It's a very respected model. But Bitcoin, if you guys try trading fair value gaps on Bitcoin, it probably won't work, or maybe won't work as consistently, right? Because like I said, guys, Bitcoin is all about supply and demand, right? It's more of a retail market, right? Banks, they don't really use Bitcoin as much, or there's just a lot more whales on Bitcoin, right? So yeah. So pretty much what I do is I just mark out these support and resistance levels, and I just mark them out to know when to buy and when I should expect a sell-off, right? So yeah, for example, literally right here, look at this, supply and demand. Demand, wait, no, supply, demand, right? So we rejected off the supply, bounce off the demand. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. What app or website do you use to make your long-term investments? I do Webull. You could do Webull, which is spelled like this. Okay, so look, you could do Webull right here. You could do Robinhood. You could do IBKR, which if you guys are international, I don't think Webull nor Robinhood really accept it. So you guys could do IBKR as well. You can also do, oh yeah, Thinkorswim is another good one. Webull is in the UK. Yeah, Webull is US, UK, and Australia, if I'm not mistaken. Robinhood is, I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I don't really use Robinhood. I don't like Robinhood, but it does work. It does work. IBKR in Europe, Robinhood is US, and Webull is Australia, UK, and US. And Thinkorswim is US, I think. No. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah. David, what do you think about gold? I never looked into gold, but I have heard a lot of good stuff about it. But don't take my word, because I don't have any research for myself on gold. Let's see what we have here. 250 million liquidated? No, we're talking billions. It was what caused this sell-off yesterday, this very random sell-off. Literally, I promise you guys, what time is 15:30? That's like 4:30, right? 15:30? No, that's 3:30. Right? Yeah, at 3:30. At 3:30, randomly on a Sunday, the market just randomly sold off $3,000. Look at this. $4,000, my bad, in 15 minutes. Right? Obviously, that's not normal. It's very manipulated. And I looked into more research. And it was because some whale, he was holding a $20 billion position, and he sold about 3 point something billion, and he's still holding 17 point something billion. Gold ETFs are more stable. I might look into gold ETFs very soon, but right now I'm like slowly getting into it. I'm in JPQ because of JP Morgan. I trust the guy with my life. He's by far one of the best guys that I know with money, at least for now. Right? He's for those that don't know, he's the owner of Chase and all that stuff. He has a lot of management funds. Then I got into AIPI, which guys, one thing I love, if I love anything in this world, in the market space or in the internet space, is AI. Guys, you guys don't understand. I use AI for literally everything, bro. It's literally like an assistant for you. You get what I'm saying? If you don't use it, you're literally missing out. So I personally believe AI is a very big thing in the future. It already is right now. Imagine in a few years from now. So I'm not the biggest investor into AI, but I definitely want to be in it. So I'm invested into $15,000 worth of AIPI, right? Which is this stock right over here, right? It pretty much follows the AI sector, which is like Nvidia, Apple, just Microsoft, kind of like a tech and AI sector, right? Because obviously, if you think of tech, AI is also involved, right? So yeah, it follows the AI sector. My bad, guys. But yeah, and now I'm trying to get into the Bitcoin. Once I'm done with like the crypto space of the ETFs, I'm gonna move over to gold as well. David, do you have an AI? Bro, come on now, bro. No, bro. Oh, Henry, I got you, bro. Bro, I have a lot of DMs to catch up on, bro. But I'm gonna catch up with all of them today. Look, I have yours is right here. Oh, bro, my cat just fell, bro. Chill. I have yours right here, so I'll catch up on it. But yeah, let's see what else we got here. I work for the one in Jason Brickle. Bro, yeah, I mean, dude, JP Morgan, bro. If I would give anyone all of my life savings, it would definitely be that guy, bro. So yeah, you guys already know I'm in the heaviest on the JP Morgan ETFs. Which, it's one of the best performing ones that I have right now as well. You know what I mean? So yeah, now I will say though, you do need a lot of money to get into JPQ to make a good amount. When Bitcoin pulls back into another bearish, it's gonna depart. Are you gonna sell out? No, I'm gonna add more. I'm gonna add more into BTI. But I might get out of these. Yeah, I'm gonna get out of this last runner because I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I have a few stuff to do, and I'm trying to be in the markets all day. But by the way, guys, I know there's not many of you guys in here, but once again, if you guys are green, which everyone in here should be green, change your trading view settings to the 12-hour. I'm not. I don't know. I don't know why I've never done that. How do you change it? But once again, guys, I know there's not too many of you guys in here, but if you guys are green on the day, which, like I said, all of you guys should be green on this, guys, make sure to post your profits over in the profit channel. All right, guys, so I can put it out there on what we did today. Do you believe the IQD stories? IQD? I've never heard of that. Let me just hold on. IQD. IQD. Iraqi diet. Is it like a currency? I don't know. Yeah, I haven't heard of this. I'm not gonna lie to you. What stories? What's going on with the stories? No, check it. I'm not. It's just right now. I feel like it added a lot of pressure, especially with the market conditions, to the point where I literally couldn't focus. I was only focusing on putting out trades instead of like explaining and everything. So I'm gonna like kind of catch up with myself first, and then I'll resume it. Revalued. I would have to do. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not the one to ask about currencies because I don't do forex and I don't really look at how the US dollar is doing and all that stuff. So I wouldn't know myself. I would do research for you. But obviously it might take some time because you know what I mean. When it comes to currencies, it's a pretty big deal. But I'll check it out for you for sure. And see what that's about. I got you. Yeah, of course. You didn't hold long enough. Don't worry, bro. I get you, but it can get a little bit like hectic and a little bit emotional on the emotional side when it comes to those first entries. But yeah, guys, tomorrow for sure for me, I'm going to be starting up the stream a little bit later. I'm literally gonna turn off my alarm and set it to later because I don't. I feel like the first 25 minutes of market open, no matter what, like I said, no matter how the market is looking, whether you're bearish and I'm bullish, I feel like everyone gets stopped out because it's just so unstable. How many contracts should I trade for my PA? It depends what you're on. If you're on 25K, I would say start with 5. If you're on 50K, start with 7. And then as you make more buffer, or if you freeze the drawdown, size it up to 10 and etc. On a 50, do start with 7, freeze the drawdown, then move over to 10. How do you start the morning? Okay, so I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Yesterday, I went to sleep very, very late because over the weekend, I was like, not sleeping. So my sleep schedule is a little bit messed up. But tomorrow I will wake up a lot earlier to start the morning and get that going. All right, guys. But literally after the stream, guys, I'm gonna go to the gym and start working on the gym channel. All right, guys. So if you guys are done with trading and all that good stuff, guys, you guys already know the routine. All right, guys. If you guys want to build that discipline up and obviously feel better about your mental, you guys already know the deal. All right, guys. I'm a little red today because of my error. I bought more instead of selling. But you're good. You're good. It makes. I'm not gonna lie to you. That happens to me all the time. Of course, I got you, bro. I'm on Eva. Need like 1,500 more to pass, but that's light work, bro. We can do it. What's a freeze drawdown? Okay, so once again, for those that don't know, on Apex, you guys know that when you guys are trading, you have a trailing drawdown. All right, and I'm not gonna lie, bro. Dude, I literally saw at the bottom, bro. I was liquidity. Okay, so but anyways, on Apex, you guys have a trading drawdown, but it's not forever. On a PA account, on a 50K account, for example, once the account goes above 52,600, 52600, once it goes above that number, your drawdown will freeze at 50,100, 50100. As long as the account going forward, as long as the account never goes below that specific number, it will stay alive. The account could be up at $70,000 or $60,000. That means that you have $10,000 to $20,000 worth of drawdown, all right, or worth of buffer, all right. So as long as the account never goes below that, you're good to go. Break even, not bad about it. Don't worry, bro. Don't worry, bro. That's actually dope. Yeah, I'm telling you guys. Good to know. I got you guys. Now, I wish I can tell you guys the specific number for By the way, is anyone in here still holding NQ? I know I got out myself. I'm pretty happy with the profits, but how did you guys do? I got you, bro. I got you, John. Someone with 2 cons. Okay, cool. We should be able to see. I'm not gonna lie to you. The volume is dying down a little bit, but we should be able to see 607. Hopefully. I mean, that's that Asia high. It's a really good high as well. Actually, we maybe maybe skill one out at 600 before doing one at 610 or 607. What about a 25K? Wait. You have one at 30K? No. Okay, wait. If you're on an eval and you already surpassed 26,005, what's this? Yeah, 26,000. Stop trading on it. You don't need to trade on it no more. That's it. Do not trade. Stop trading. You're wasting. I'm not trying to make it sound like a mean thing or anything, but you're wasting time. If your eval went from 25 to 30K, you're not making any money on that because it's an eval. Just activate it, and anything going forward, that's when you make the money. So, and yeah, I mean, yeah, you're wasting profits. You're wasting complete profits. Because remember, that money is not going towards a payout. Well, you don't have to pay the lifetime fee. You could do the monthly as well, but the lifetime just makes the most sense. But yes, you do. Because if you're doing it on an eval, you're pretty much just wasting time. Remember, guys, the eval is just to test you if you can pass the accounts, right? So once you hit that profit goal, that's it. Stop trading on it. Just activate it. Pay that fee and grant. Yeah, I mean, look, if you got it from $25,000 to $30,000, you could for sure do it again. You'll be fine. You'll be more than fine. But yeah, activate it, so you can make money. Yeah. Because right now, I'm not gonna lie, you could have literally requested a payout. You could have requested like 2 or 3 payouts already. You know what I mean? But it's fine. Yeah, I guess you didn't know. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah. No, you could have actually requested 2 or 3 payouts already. I didn't know. You're good. You're good. Like I said, if you did it once, you could do it again. You know what I mean? I heard. Yeah, no. Lifetime. I'm not gonna lie to you. If you guys are gonna look to activate your PA fees, always do lifetime. It's extremely cheap. Is there any way I could copy trade you? I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. The closest thing you can get to copy trading my trades is just tuning to the streams and just following my alerts. I wish there was a platform where I can like trade for myself and it copies to everyone, but there isn't. And I don't know how much responsibility I'm gonna take from that. So maybe it's a good thing that there isn't a thing, but you never know, right? On my account, yeah, chill, bro. That's when we should. Oh, dude, we already added, bro. Crystal. I mean, I already added my position. I added what I think I added at 40, 59, 40 around there. But yeah, I was pretty much waiting for the market to recover. Which wait, my chart isn't loading. Hold on, let me restart it. Okay, there you go. I was pretty much waiting for the recovery, which it happened right here, and I added like right here. Is where I added. Yeah, but like for me to compound. Oh, bro, if you're looking to compound, remember you're not. Oh, bro, peace out, bro, peace out. Have a good workout, by the way. But look, if you're just looking to compound your BTI position, don't look. You can look to add on every dip. Yeah, just do every dip. I don't know where I was going with that. Just do every dip. Should add monthly whenever you want. Honestly, you could do monthly. You could do every dip. I would do every dip. It just makes more sense. You're making money off the growth from the stock, and you're also getting paid dividends. Because if you add carelessly as it's going up, you might be buying at the top, and you might see some drawdown for some time. Thank you. For sure, a clean day. Now, if I have a little more than 20K to invest, I don't own a home yet. So some people are telling me not to buy a home because it's not a good time right now. Should I invest into JPQ? With 20K into JPQ, you probably won't make as much. So maybe not. Remember JPQ. Okay, look, if you do 20K into JPQ, you're probably making like 200 a month, maybe, which obviously is some extra. But when it comes to homes, it's a very like biased thing. Look, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. For the last, I don't know how many years, everyone has been saying that it's not a good time to buy a house, and it just keeps going up. I'm not gonna lie to you. It got to the point where I'm like, bro, it's just gonna keep increasing. It's gonna get to the point that if I don't buy a house now, I probably won't even have the chance to. You know what I mean? So it's like yeah, sure. Statistically, it's like until when it's gonna get to a point where we have to go down. But it's been like that. We've been thinking like that for years, and it just keeps going up. And it's just never gonna go down. You know what I mean? It's like But if you're gonna do 20K, you're better off putting it into BTCI over JPQ, because JPQ is like it's already kind of pumped up already. It's like it's really up there. You know what I mean? So your time to buy JPQ was way back then when we added down here so you can get the perfect fills. You can still get in now, but it's just like look at what you're buying, right? We're approaching all-time highs very soon. We're not too far away from it. We're like $2, maybe $3 away from it. Not that it's not worth it. It definitely is worth it, but it's not just the best time. You know what I mean? Or Eva? I'm on PAs. How much do you think one will make in difference from 20K into JPQ? Like 200. If you're gonna be doing 20K, just do BTCI because you'll be making 500 a month. Oh, okay. Let me see. Hey, David, no, I have to pause it. Okay. DM me your email so I can fix it. All right, guys. Let me text my dad real quick. All right. What about $400? If you have $400 to invest, obviously you're gonna start small. So your goal is obviously not to be making monthly payments, but compound that money. All right. It will add up as you invest over the. Remember, we're not day trading this. We're looking to hold for a very long time. We're talking years upon years upon years. All right. So yeah, obviously that 400 can then turn into 4,000 or maybe even 40,000 as it multiplies. All right. Or not as it multiplies, but as you add in. You know, can BTC just crash? Well, it already kind of did. I mean, we opened up very gap down because of Bitcoin. So I don't know how much lower you want. I mean, I'm not saying that this is gonna be the bottom, but I'm definitely gonna be taking advantage of this to add, some averages. Can I ask? Did you buy a 1-bedroom home or two? Three, three. One for the guest room, one for my room, and then one for the office, which is what I'm in right now. I'm gonna throw 7/4. But yeah, the room. All right, bro. Yeah. But yeah, 500. It's not bad. It's not bad. Is it a condo or it's a house? I'm a long-term guest. Sorry, bro. It's a house, a full-on house, guys. I skipped the whole brickle apartment guru phase. No, I don't care about that stuff, guys. I want to get this done and just what's more. I don't know if I want to share. When are you restarting the challenge again? Pretty much just when I get a hold of myself again. I have too much that I'm focusing on right now with you guys and everything. So the challenge right now just adds more pressure and it ruins not ruins, but it just takes away focus from my actual work. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, by the way, Javi. Thank you, bro. But yeah, by the way, wait, are we? I was about to say. Of course, thank you. And by the way, guys, for everyone in here in the premium and everything, man, I never really say this, but guys, thank you so much for being in here. You know what I mean? Guys, hopefully you guys can really make the most out of the long term for the most part. I get it. We're here to day trade and everything, but the whole goal here is to obviously work into financial freedom and retire early. And the ticket to that is definitely the long term. You know what I mean? Day trading is one thing, but how stable is it? You know what I mean? One thing I will say is I love the saying, day trading is the hardest, easiest way to make money, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like the money is always there, but it's just so hard to get consistent with. You know what I mean? So yeah. You guys get what I'm saying? Like think about it, right? The hardest, easiest way to make money, if that makes sense. It makes sense to me. 100%, bro, Javi. 100%, man. Thank you, bro. I need to quit my job next month. I got to pay. Bro, look, man. Look. One thing I will tell you guys is please, if you guys are adults here, which most, if not all of you guys in here are adults, or we're at least grown or at least mature enough to understand this, guys, do not quit a stable income job to do day trading. It is not gonna work in your favor. And I'm not trying to sound like some negative guy here, making it sound like, oh, stay stuck, whatever. No, guys. All right, do not fall for the BS online that you see. Oh, 9 to 5 suck and all. No, guys, it's how the world works. All right, it's how the world spins. If everyone was a day trader, I don't even want to think about it. All right, but guys, the reason I'm saying don't quit a stable income to pursue day trading and only day trading is because guys, we have gone on 2-month winning streaks. We have made so much money from day trading for so long, but it's not always like that, guys. This last month has been a living hell to trade. Although we've been doing good, it's been so hard to trade because the markets aren't always going to be the same every single day. The market conditions always change. All right, guys, it's not stable. It's not a stable income. Now, let's say, for example, you have 20,000 saved up, right? And it can take care of you for a few months, if not 1 to 2 years, right? That money is eventually going to run out. And if you don't get a grasp of trading, or if you don't get consistent with trading and you're running back on bills and you're relying off the income from trading, what's going to happen is if you're behind on bills for the month and your only income is on trading, what tends to happen? You need the money. You start forcing out trades. And guys, something forced is never good. All right, guys. Yo, Blast, how long will the lifetime discount be for? I'm ending it tonight. But guys, if you're behind on bills and your only income is trading,
obviously you're not going to be trading the charts anymore. You're going to be trading off emotions. All right, you're going to be in desperation for the money. You're going to be forcing out trades because there's some days where, or some weeks or months where the market doesn't provide as many trades, and you might not make as much money as you expected, right? And for that, you might be behind on bills, car payments, or whatever, and that's when it fucks you over. Guys, please do not quit your job to pursue full-time day trading. All right. And I'm not trying to make it sound like don't follow your dreams, because obviously day trading it's a dream job for many of us, and I love it. I know you guys love it. I mean, but guys, please just listen to me on like a responsible, mature way. All right, guys, because I've seen it, guys. You guys don't have to understand. I've mentored well over 2,000 people in the span of the 3 years that I've been trading. 3,000 people, or no, not 2,000. Yeah, two-ish thousand. Yeah, around there. But I've helped a lot of people. We're talking thousands of people, and I've seen people come and go for in the wrong ways, right? Or I'm not trying to say anything wrong, but like in the job way, right? It's just they try to pursue something, they can't maintain it, and they completely quit on trading and go back to the life that they don't want to live, right, guys? So if you guys want to do trading, always have something to fall back on, whether it's an emergency fund, and I'm not talking a 6 month, 1 year emergency. I'm talking something that will take care of you for the next 5 years, right? You can always fall back on that because you have time to learn a new business model, learn trading, get consistent with trading, etc. Right? But guys, always have something to fall back on, whether it's dividends, real estate, a job, or whatever it is, guys. Just please be responsible, man. I don't want you guys to be going homeless or whatever because you try to pursue day trading and you didn't get it consistent enough. You know what I mean? But guys, I'm not trying. Like I said, I'm not trying to make it sound like I'm trying to let you guys down and not to pursue your dream or whatever. But you guys get what I'm saying, right? I'm trying to be responsible for you guys. You know what I mean? It's just a responsible thing to do. But yeah, um, is that? Oh, bro, what's good, bro? What's good? What's good, my man? What's up? LOL. What's up, bro? Or Ryan, I guess. What's good, bro? How much savings would you recommend to have to quit, and also assuming we're profitable? Okay, so if you're profitable, that's good. But dude, have an emergency fund to the point where the last thing of your worries for a long time is money, right? Your let's say for example your house is paid off, or it's mostly paid off, or you have the money paid off for a few years. Just be comfortable, right? Because remember, time in this scenario, time is money. All right. The longer you wait, the more money you might need to pay those bills. You get what I'm saying? And it can get to the point where it goes from trading charts, discipline, and patience into being impatient, forcing out trades, and being in desperation for the money to the to the to you know to your payments. All right. Hopefully that makes sense, guys. But just guys, look, I like I said, man, take my word. From anyone's word, take my word, because like I said, I've mentored more people than I can count. And I've seen people come and go from the space in a good and very, very, very bad way. All right, guys. So please be responsible. All right, guys. When it comes to pursuing any career, in fact, right, whether it's a clothing brand or trading, or I don't know, any business out there. I mean, because once again, guys, nothing in the business space is ever guaranteed. You have to bust your ass off every single day. You have to work 24/7 every single day to become better than the person you were yesterday. You know what I mean? And one thing that a lot of you guys, a lot of people do not understand is from the third person view. It might seem like this life is so easy. Like for example, some people in here might be like, "Oh, but dude, you're making this month a month, and you have the cars and everything." Guys, no, bro. I just wish that there's a button to put you guys in my shoes for at least even one day to see how it is. And I'm not trying to say like my life is like all this hard and whatever. I get it. You know, everyone's life is just as difficult, but it's you guys get what I'm saying, right? It's not all rainbows and sunshines. You know what I mean? There's a lot of rainy days, a lot of stormy days out there. Is keys in trading. Trading actually makes it stronger. 100%, 100%. But yeah, a lot of stormy days. Yeah. But yeah, the one thing I hate, the one thing I always tell you guys is, bro, if you guys are heavy on social media and you guys, which obviously social media is a big part of our lives, at least most of us, please do not go into the money niche. It's nothing but bad stuff, guys. It just kills your whole like. You guys can be making $100 to $200 a month, or not a month, a day or a week off trading, and you go into social media and you see someone making a few $1,000s, and it's like, damn, I'm not doing good enough, and it just doesn't allow you to be happy with yourself. And it gets to the point where in fact, you will never be happy with yourself if you just keep comparing. So guys, you guys know I'm a full-time day. I do all trading content and everything. You guys know I run a whole Discord and everything behind trading. I promise you guys, my Instagram, my TikTok, my everything has not one thing of trading. I hate. I when I see you guys, I always click not interested. I don't care what anyone else makes, man. I don't care what anyone else is doing in the trading space. I don't care if you bought a car. I don't care. You guys need to learn to stay in your own lane and not focus on it, because it's gonna kill your whole everything. It's gonna kill everything. And I promise, because I've been there, and I know you guys are probably in there in this situation right now. And that's why a big part of it is, and it actually applies to me as well, because when I'm trading, obviously when you guys are on social media, you guys only see the good things. You guys only see the good trades. You guys only see the winning trades. You guys only see the $10,000 plus trades. You never see the losing trades, right? And when we're live trading and when we're actually trading the markets, when we take an L, some people are like, yo, they don't know how to react. And it's like, dude, taking losses in the markets is completely normal, bro. Like, having red days is normal. Being red for a little bit is normal. Flipping back green is normal. But some people just don't understand that, because they see this guy making this much a month in or a day in trading, and they're like, oh, dude, trading is so easy. It's only profits, and it's only making $1,000 a day, and I can become a millionaire in a month. You guys get what I'm saying, bro? And it just makes everything so much harder for the people actually trying to teach you guys and showing you guys what trading actually is. On the mental side of it, I talk about trading and think about trading for most parts of my day on how I can. No, okay, so thinking about trading and talking about trading is not bad. But when you're going into social media and comparing yourself to others in terms of profits, cars, money, house, this, that, lifestyle, dude, that's when it will just kill your whole thing. And you could still be living a really good lifestyle, but there's this song that J. Cole has that I forgot how it goes, but it's like the whole thing is like you guys probably know the song that I'm talking about, right? I think the song's called Love Yours, bro. But that song, it plays like, dude. I listen to the song. It's like damn. You know what I mean? Like it's like probably like one of the best lyrics I've ever heard in my life. Like, because it's true. It's true. I think it goes. Let me search it up. Hold on. Love Yours, J. Cole. Right here. Let me see if I can find the lyrics for you guys. You guys probably know what I'm talking about. If anything, you guys should probably listen to the song, because the whole song itself is literally everything I'm explaining. Just the whole comparison, like "Love Yours" by J. Cole, banger, dude. It's a good song. It's a good. But guys, if you guys haven't heard it, man, it's a good one. It's a good one. I would suggest it, but don't listen to it for the beats or anything. Listen to it, listen to the lyrics, and you guys will understand exactly what I'm trying to say. How social media literally kills the whole perspective of literally anything. You gonna make me cry? Nah, bro. I'm sure not like that, bro. Not like that. But I'm just trying to show you guys like an actual, like, not lesson, but like I'm trying to wake you guys up. I won't quit my job until I make 50K in consistent 1.4K weeks. Dude, if you're making 50K, bro, I promise you'll make way more than 1.4K a week. That's going deep right now? Nah, bro. I'm trying to get you guys to understand, man. It's, you know what I mean? Yeah, no, on a real note, if you guys have some time, whatever, or if you guys are going to the gym after this live or whatever, I would say just listen to that song. It's called "Love Yours" by J. Cole, but it's a good one. It's a good one. It's a good one. But listen to it more for the lyrics, like I said. But yeah, it's true. I got off social media. I was listening some days and seeing everyone. Because the thing is, dude, look, man, I know so many people in person that it's like, dude, they portray a lifestyle that we all know that you're not living. But from the third person point of view, like if you don't know that guy on a personal level, you might be like, damn, bro, what am I doing that this guy is doing so much better than me? Because, dude, social media just shows the good side. Do you think anyone's gonna go on social media and be like, oh my god, guys, like, I just broke up with my boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever, or guys, I just lost my car or my house? No, bro, they're gonna show. They could be going through all this stuff and still be posting stuff from even back then to portray this amazing life that they're living. And there's actually a Drake song about that as well. I forgot what it's called, but it's like he knows some girls that what's it called, that they're going through like a divorce and everything, but they're posting that they're in Europe when they're really not in Europe. Do you guys know what I'm saying? Some people are frauds, dude. In this life, bro, it's not that they're frauds, but it's just like, I don't know how to explain it, bro. It's just people just look for validation too much. You know what I mean, dude? I'm trying to get to the point where I make enough money and I can live off dividends. And I promise you guys, I'm disappearing from everything, dude. I'm going. I promise you guys, there's not gonna be a single trace of my name anywhere else. It's gonna, dude. I don't care about social media. I don't care about posting. I don't care what people think about me. It's just, dude. The thing is, I get so many DMs from people telling me, because I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I don't really talk about this because I try ignoring it, because I promise you guys, I don't give a shit about anything about what anyone thinks. But there's people out there that, like, in certain groups, they're like, oh my god, guys, David took an L. Oh my god, guys, like, dude, okay. Like, what are you trying to get at? If that's what helps you sleep at night and helps you feel better, then so be it. And if you're listening to this right now, hopefully, you understand that. You get what I'm saying. But it's like, dude, I don't care what people think. It doesn't change the way I live. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to live for me. You only live once, and people just do it for validation. Yo, come on now. 100%. Since that's the main, my first stock's real. I follow Jadon. Yeah, look, Jadon, honestly, look, everyone has had their ups and downs in the community. You know, Jadon was known for the whole thing. But before all that thing happened with that whole prop firm, which he's been trying to come back from it, which, I respect a lot. Jadon is a very, very transparent guy. Very, very transparent. He'll show you the losses. He'll show you the losses behind the lesson behind the losses and everything. A lot of people out there, guys, they don't show losses, man. They really don't, man. And it sucks, man. Hold on, let me kind of look this real quick. That's the one thing I hate, bro. It's like, look, man, if you guys, okay, look, if you guys follow someone on Instagram or in a Discord or whatever, and you are looking through their, hold on, I have hiccups. If you guys are looking through their like announcements and promotions and everything, and look, I get it. People go on winning streaks. I went on a 2-month winning streak with 0 losses, 0 losses in 2 months. So I get it. People go on the streaks, right? But please, guys, if something, and this goes in life, if something is too good to be true, then it probably is. Please do your research, guys. Do not fall for all that BS, guys. Please, 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 guys. Losses are completely normal in trading, and if they're not showing the losses, then they're hiding something. They're hiding something because the way a lot of people make money is they lure you into joining their group that's extremely overpriced. They don't show losses because it's like from when you're looking at it before joining, it's like, yo, this guy's only winning. I can make so much money if I join. Let me give this guy X amount of money, which is in most cases very overpriced, and I can make so much more money. You join, and it's completely not the case. All right, guys, and it's just like, man, I wish I could tell people about it, bro. Like, it's hard to explain, man. And then the thing is, for the people that actually try showing the truth about trading, they get the most backlash because they show the losses. You get what I'm saying? It's like, it makes no sense. So I don't know, man. It's whatever. It's whatever, honestly. Anyways, let's see what we got here. If you're holding for the final PT, wait, I think we were about to hit all-time highs, right? Oh, no. We're very far. Dude, I was about to say, I didn't see a single level above. I'm like, yo, we might hit all-time highs. No, we're not near all-time highs. Never mind. Let me see. PTG. Okay, put this up real quick. Bam, man. And guys, I haven't had one of these lives where I just talk to you guys and just yap about everything in such a long time, man. It feels good. You know what I mean? I want to have more of these, but lately I've just been so focused on the charts where I just don't want to talk about. I don't want to talk about anything. You know what I mean? But today was definitely like a nice, nice stream for sure. Might have passed my house. Nice, bro. Nice. Blast, do you feel like a self-affirmation? What is that? Self-affirmations. affirmations. Is that like talking to yourself? Something? Self-affirmations. What is that? Let me search it up. Positive statements about yourself. Dude, yes, bro. Yes. Okay, now here, let me explain to you, right? Okay. Now, let's say for example, right? Right now, you close your eyes. I can't wait to we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it for sure. We're gonna pass your eval for you, all right? It's just right now I'm gonna try to work around avoiding the first 30 minutes of market open. Maybe we get more consistent with that. But okay, anyways, so smart port, right? If you close your eyes right now, right? If you close your eyes right now, and I tell you, okay, right now you're in your room, right? Or in your office or your job or whatever, right? You close your eyes. And if I tell you, before you open your eyes, right? I want the first thing that you should do is look for the color red. All right. Once you open your eyes, the first thing you should look for is find me the first thing you see that's red. When you open your eyes, you're going to be ignoring everything but that color red or that item that's red. All right. Do you get what I'm saying here? So if you're talking to yourself and giving yourself self affirmations and giving yourself a positive thing, you're gonna have like be looking for all of the positive things, right? That's why a lot of people say never try to be negative about yourself, because the longer you stay negative, you're just gonna stay there. Like you're never gonna get out, because it's like you get what I'm saying. But if you always stay positive about yourself and you always think positive in everything, you're always gonna have a good mindset and always be looking for the good things, right? When you take a loss, if you stay positive, you're gonna be like, okay, well, let me learn why I took the loss and see the mistake and fix it, right? And exactly, your thoughts pretty much create reality. It's like manifesting it, right? In a way. So yeah, I really do believe in self-affirmation 100%, bro. Yeah. And I actually like to think about it for myself. You know what I mean? I didn't know what it meant when you said it, but it makes sense now. You know what I mean? But yeah, definitely always think positive, man, because the more you think positive, the longer you stay positive. You know what I mean? The second you start falling into your negative thoughts, that's when you're gonna start feeling down. You start thinking about one bad thought, then another one comes, and then another one comes, and it just starts piling up on you, and it's gonna feel like your life literally sucks. But realistically, it doesn't, bro. Like it all gets better. You know what I mean? It'll always get better. All right. So always think positive, man. Always, always, always. Especially 100%, bro. 100%. I mean, dude, we're already looking at a 100-point trade right now. But yeah, it's 100%, 100%. I agree with John. Pretty much what he said, for those that don't know, is self-affirmation is reprogramming your brain, which is like which is like a computer. You know what I mean? Blast. I'm moving to options now because, well, okay, well, let's kind of take a step back. All right, hold on, hold on. All right, first things first. Let me catch up with the chat above you real quick. Ask P when he's gonna trade live. I trade live every day. They find live trading. Wait, what? People. Whatever. That's not my problem. Okay, so trading. So trading said in the chat here. Blast. I'm moving over to trading options now because you can't get wealthy with prop firms, and I notice how they manipulate all stops. Okay, so hear me out. All right, now I get it. I trade prop firms, so it might sound like I'm biased, but you guys know I'm nothing but transparent. If there's ever something shady going on in a prop firm, I will call it out and I will let you guys know. All right, now it is illegal to manipulate stops. All right, now how can you possibly get manipulated with your stop loss by a prop firm? All right, well, first things first, most prop firms do not have their own broker, meaning that it is impossible to manipulate the stop loss because they're not giving off the feed from the broker. All right, a live account prop firms, a chart moves different. No, you don't, because once again, you're trading on the same broker. All right, so if you're trading Apex, you're more than likely going to be using Tradevate. If you're trading a live account, you're more than likely going to be trading Tradevate. Right, you're getting the same live data, the live data everyone gets. All right, now you're right in a way. Right? Yes, it could get manipulated. Price could get manipulated. There have been times where price is not displayed properly. Why does this happen? All right, now there's a reason why Forex is known as a very shady market. Everyone avoids Forex. No one likes Forex. Why exactly? Let me explain. All right, and hear me out here. Hear me out. All right, I'm gonna try to talk slow so you guys can really understand here. All right, in Forex, all right, price is very manipulated because I'm talking 80% of all brokers, all firms, everything, 80% of them, they're all unregulated. What does unregulated mean? Unregulated pretty much means that it's not up to like code with the laws, right? Meaning that if the broker wants to manipulate the price, they can kind of fake the price and stop you out, although the actual market data never hit that stop loss. If you get what I'm saying, that's unregulated. All right, it's very illegal. Well, it's not illegal if it's unregulated, but if you're trading on an unregulated broker or firm, then you're asking for it. You're asking to get manipulated. You're asking to get taken advantage of in the markets. I'm not pause. Right, but you get what I'm saying, right? The brokers can take advantage of you without you even knowing because you're trading on an unregulated broker. Now, let's go to prop firms. Once again, can prop firms manipulate your price or your stops? No, they cannot. Why? Because you're trading live market data feed. You're trading the data that the NASDAQ is giving everyone. Everyone in here has the same exact charts, right? No one in here has a chart, not 1 point difference, not one decimal different. All right, why? Because the broker that we're trading on right now is a server. That server is displaying the data to all of us at the same exact time. And that data is coming from the NASDAQ, from the New York Stock Exchange. All right, that's how it works. All right, so if you're trading a prop firm, whether it's Apex, TopStep, or whatever, or a live account, you're gonna be getting the same exact data. Now, I get it. You might have gotten stopped out. You might be mad, but look, let's take some accountability here, right? Maybe you just had the wrong stop loss, but no, it is not manipulated unless you're trading on an unregulated broker. Then maybe you are getting manipulated. All right. So if you're gonna be using TopStep X, right, that was at some time, at a moment in time, it was unregulated, but now it's regulated and it's up to the code, right? So everything there is to the perfect, it's perfection. All right. Tradevate. If you're trading on Tradevate, yes, you are trading on a regulated broker. If you're using Rhythmic, yes, you are trading on a regulated broker. All right, just because you're trading on a prop account or a live account, it does not mean that you're going to be getting different data. You're going to be trading the same exact data. All right, it's just different rules behind the accounts, which is up to the firm and the firm that you choose. All right, now I'm also gonna stop you on trading options because I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I traded options for 2 years, and I was pretty profitable off options. One thing I will tell you is it's not very stable. It's very, very tricky to trade. Not only do you have to be right on the charts, but you also have to be right on your timing because of the theta decay. All right, so be careful on that. Make sure that if you're gonna be making such a big move, a big switch like that, make sure that you know what you're getting into. Now, I'm no one to stop you from going to options, but if you're going to options for the main reason of getting manipulated, maybe it depends on the broker that you're using, or maybe you just have the information wrong. All right, but hopefully that made sense. Hopefully that made sense. But yeah, if you're gonna be going to options, just be careful because theta is very, 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 very annoying to trade with. It was to the point where I literally quit trading options because of that one thing. All right. Let's say, for example, you're doing 0DTE contracts, which is what you're going to be doing if you're day trading. Dude, if the chart chops for 30 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes, if it hits your price target, there's a good chance where you're probably still going to be right on the trade. But yeah, hopefully that makes sense to you, man. Yeah, let me see. I'm going to option because I watch SPY and ES, and I see how, let's say, the first candle opens up, second candle would sweep, first candle on ES, stepping up, and now on SPY. Well, you got to keep in mind. Let me check it out because typically SPY and ES, they're the exact same thing. ES is S&P 500 and SPY is the S&P 500. So let me check it out. Do you have a good example for me to check it out? How do you know when to not move your stop loss to break even? Wait, what? How do you know to not move your stop loss break even? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? So wait, oops. Let me see. So why would it sleep on ES and QQ and not SPY? Let me check it out. Let me check it out. So do you have an example of the chart? I can check it out and see what you're seeing. Because also remember, ES is a 23/6 index. So it's open 23 hours of the day. So maybe there's a level on ES being shown, and that level's not being shown on SPY because remember, SPY is open from 9:30 till 4. Remember that, all right? So anything that happens overnight does not happen on SPY until the next day. Hence why we open up gapped up or down sometimes. All right, but let me know. Let me compare the chart for you. All right, let me check it out because maybe I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But for the most part, in terms of facts, you know what I mean? What was I gonna say? In terms of facts, I would say in terms of rules and everything, I pretty much told you what I know from the markets. All right. But let's check it out here. All right. So let's check out SPY on the 5-minute time frame. Let's see if we took out any levels of liquidity or if we swept anything. Because remember, right? Okay, so here, right? A good example. A good example. All right. So right here on the SPY chart, right? We have a high here. We have a high here. We have a high here, and that's it, right? So to you maybe you are getting confused, and you might think that this is the London high. And if you look at the ES chart, we just took out the London high, right? We just took out the nearby liquidity. So why is it looking so different? Well, it's not different. Keep in mind, you're gonna find extra levels on ES because it's open 23 hours of the day. On SPY, you're not gonna find as many levels because SPY is only open from 9:30 to 4 p.m. EST. Right, so anything that happens after, throughout the overnight session, will be displayed on ES, but not on SPY. So the levels will look different. But in terms of price moving identical, it moves literally the same. Let me show you. Right, so let's look at the 5-minute time frame. Right, so let's kind of like get like an understanding here. Right, so let's see here. So the first candle was red. Second candle was green. Second candle was green. Third candle was red. Wait, red. Then we have red. Then we have green. Then we have red. Then green. And red, then green, and green, right? And then red, 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 right? That's what we have right now. Right, let's move on over to ES. Let's see what we have here, right? So remember, the market opened up at 9:30, right? Right over here, right? So let's go ahead and compare the charts and see if you're right. All right, remember, sometimes, yes, we can get some slippage here and there where ES might show a little bit of different data, but typically it's not so, it's maybe like a point difference. But let's go ahead and see, right? So right here we have red, green, green, red, red, green, red, green, red, red, green, green, red, red, red. So it's literally the same exact chart. All right, and it makes sense because remember, ES is the S&P 500 and SPY is the S&P 500 as well. So maybe you're just getting confused on the levels that you have marked out because yes, I do agree with you. The levels will be different on both of them because remember, QQQ and SPY, they're open for a little bit of the day while ES and NQ, they're open for 23 hours of the day. All right, so the levels, you're going to get a lot more levels of liquidity and a lot more levels of sweeps and everything on NQ and ES. All right, but does that mean that price will move differently? No. Right, and in my opinion, even if you're going to be doing options, I wouldn't even suggest charting SPY because remember, ES is the same thing as SPY, and you're going to find more levels that are more respected on ES than SPY. Right, so even if you're going to be doing options, you're going to be trading the same exact chart either way. Right, so it's kind of like pointless. And once again, in terms of manipulation, it does not happen. Right, if you're using the regulated brokers like Tradevate, TopSubX, Rhythmic, whatever, you're fine. You're not getting manipulated. I promise you. You're probably just getting a little bit confused. I mean, what I'm saying is the wick difference are massive on ES versus options. Let me check it out. Right. So right here, let me compare the two. It doesn't really seem like it. I mean, let's compare the first candle. Right. The opening candle right here. It's kind of like a mid bar, right, with two very equal wicks. Look at SPY, mid bar, two very equal wicks. Right. Let's look at this one. On SPY, it's a wick down and then like a half wick, half body. Look at ES. Half wick, half body. Let's look at this one, a doji candle, right? Doji candle aiming a little bit more higher up. Doji candle aiming a little bit. Yeah, it's literally the same exact thing. You're literally getting the same exact data. So maybe, I mean, look, once again, if you want to do it, go ahead. But in terms of facts and everything, I would say that it's kind of incorrect from where you're coming from. But if that's what you believe, like I said, who am I to tell you not to do it? You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm just trying to teach you a little bit more about it. All right. So yeah, but from the looks of it, like I said, bro, I've been in the markets for literally 4 years, going out to 5 very, very soon. And I have yet to see either or be any different. They're always the same, the exact same. Like I said, maybe the levels might be different, or maybe the candles might look a little bit different by like a tick or maybe 2 ticks. That's if there's major slippage in the market, which never happens. All right, unless Trump is speaking or something. But in the most part, they're always going to be identical. All right. But yeah. Anyways, guys, I don't want to hold you guys in here for too long. It's already, bro. Oh my, yo, I started, bro. It's about to be 12, is what I was trying to say. So I don't want to hold you guys in here for too long. I want to go eat some food. I need to go to the gym and I gotta get some stuff done for today. So guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get off the live, man. And yeah, all right, guys. After stream, I got you, bro. I'm gonna check yours out first, and I got Enrique, and then I have to check up on all the lifetimes that have to pause. So I'll check that out ASAP. All right, yeah, I didn't answer your question. Oh wait, what was your question? Hold up. Can you type it again before I get off? Why do you not move your stop loss to break even? I was just wondering. What do you mean? What do you mean? I did have it at break even. Oh, for the first scale. Oh, because I couldn't scale it out in time. So when we hit the first price target, I know we shot down, but I was typing up the alert and it happened so fast that I'm like, dude, I have to hold for us to go back up again so I can take the scales out again. But I get where you come from. Yeah. So it was like right, where was it? Wait, what? Wait, we never even saw break even. Wait, what? Wait, what was your entry? You guys saw break even. What was your entry? Because I got a 510 entry and I got a very late entry. I don't know about you guys. 508. We never hit 508 after we entered. Because look, we entered right here. We never hit 508. Oh, wait. I'm tripping. Maybe we did. Hold up. Because we hit the London. Wait, we hit the London high at 537. Oh, yeah. Wait. Oh, yeah. Okay, I see. Yeah, so I would have done break even, but the thing is, when I was typing up the alert, I get where you come from. Yeah, I was typing up the alert. I can show you the stream right here, real quick. Hold up. Look, I was typing up the alert here. Where did we take the entry? And as I was typing the alert, as we hit the price target, I was typing the alert and I didn't get the scale out in time. So obviously I'm not gonna get out at $0 at break even. So I just held the trade, I risked it a little bit and it just shot back up and then I took scales and then I moved to break even. How do shorts look? Any thoughts? I mean, we took out majority of the levels of liquidity. So we could expect shorts soon, especially with sellers getting a little bit weaker here. Unless we want to see 650. I don't know. But even if you want to take shorts, there's not much of a setup that you can really take here, in my opinion. No volume? Yeah. No volume. But yeah, chicken, I do get where you're coming from, and I would have gotten stuff out of break even as well, but I just couldn't get the scale out in time. But yeah, guys, other than that, man, I'm gonna go off to the gym and cook some food and get some stuff done. All right, guys, I don't want to hold you guys in here. You too, have a blessed day, guys. Thank you so much for tuning on by and hearing my yaps. All right, guys, what's good, bro? What's good? What's good, keeper? Oh, thank you, bro. I got you, bro. As always, man. But yeah, hopefully you guys were able to get the winning trade. Hopefully you guys were able to be green, and hopefully you guys were able to get the BTI position. All right, guys. But yeah, I'm gonna catch your DM right now, bro. And I'm gonna send it back in ASAP. All right, bro. But other than that, guys, I'll see you guys tomorrow at 9:50, maybe 10. All right, I'm gonna avoid the opening because I'm not trying to trade it. All right, guys. But yeah, I'll see you guys then. All right, guys. Peace out, guys. Peace. And YouTube, guys, hopefully you guys were able to enjoy the stream. I know we had a long stream today, a little bit, I was just giving some wisdom, some knowledge for most of the stream. But hopefully you guys were able to be green with me today. I ended up making $2,390, pretty much 2.4K on 10 accounts, copy trading. And hopefully you guys made some money with me. But other than that, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get off and I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, guys. And by the way, if you guys do want to join the Prima, I currently do have a 60% off code going on right now. 60% off. If you guys click the first link in the description and use code 60, it'll apply 60% off either monthly, 3-month, or even lifetime. All right, so if you guys are interested in joining, let me go ahead and send you guys the link right now. Over here, use code 60 for 60% off any premium upgrade. All right, so if you guys do want to join, obviously go ahead and do so. All right, so other than that, man, I'm gonna go ahead and get off, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.